Guys, this is what I found when I picked up a box of protein bars. This is why the system is actually set up to take you down. And you think you're doing right and things are not working out, and it's not your fault. I want you to understand it's a setup to sell you something. So I just picked up this box, no affiliation. It was just on the counter. I'm at a client's house. This is what it looks like. Here's what's up. It's called Simply Protein. I tell you guys all the time, if you want to lose weight, you have to break the fast with protein. However, let's look up, this is why it's so important for you to track your macros. Not because I want to drive you crazy, not because it's a fad, not because I have an app that measures your macronutrients. This is why. This is very important. If I look up the total carbohydrate of the 3 different flavors that are in this box, if I look up dark chocolate almond, total carbohydrate, 16 grams. Protein, 13 grams. So to me, this is actually a carbohydrate bar, not a protein bar. If I look at the lemon coconut, which by the way, sounds delicious because I love lemon coconut. The lemon coconut carbohydrates is 17 grams. The protein again is 13 grams. And now when I look up peanut butter chocolate, I'm not the biggest peanut butter fan, but I am the biggest fan of the other 2 flavors. Let's go, let's grow. Total carbohydrate, peanut butter chocolate, 15 grams. And actually the protein again is 13 grams. So what they're selling you is protein. What you're receiving is carbohydrates. Am I gonna say that carbs are bad? They're absolutely not. In fact, it's an essential macronutrient. Protein is a building block. Carbohydrates are a fuel source. However, they are lying to you and selling you a protein bar, and what actually happens is carbohydrates break down in the system as glucose. So what you're buying is a bar of tasty chocolate like a snack, and what you think you're getting is protein. So if you break the fast with this, it will surely have a greater insulin response than if you broke the fast with just straight protein. And what I mean by that is there's a demonization of like eating eggs in this country. But if you were to have steak and eggs for breakfast today, instead of having this bar, and your goal right now is, I need to lose weight, then steak and eggs is the way to do that. Because that has less of an insulin response than this bar will. And I want you guys to understand that I'm coming to you from the place that I was 300 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm making this up, and I'm not the guy, you know, all the time I meet coaches, they want to get into the sport, they want to get into the game, and they can't relate with people that are trying to lose weight. Of course you can't. You've never been a pound overweight. I wore size 44 pants. I know what it feels like to wear size 44 pants. I now wear size 32 pants. I'm not saying that to impress you. I'm saying that to impress upon you that I had to go through my own changes. That's why I can relate to you. That's why I understand what you are going through. That's why I don't want you to pick this up thinking that you're getting simply protein when really you're getting simply carbohydrates. And it might be delicious. I haven't even tasted one. They might be delicious bars, but it's not what you think you're getting. And so if you track your macros, if you write down everything that's on here and you add it to your list every day, you start to develop an awareness of how much carbohydrate do I eat every day? How much do I need to eat? How much protein do I eat every day? How much protein do I need to eat every day? How much fats am I eating every day? How many fats do I need to eat every day? And those things are very important to understand. And not having an understanding of those things is why things are not working out. And all I want is for things to work out for you. It's as simple as that. I talk about this all the time. Start tracking everything you eat. You don't have to do it forever. People are like, oh, I'm gonna be on this app every day for the rest of my life tracking what I eat. No, that's not what I expect of you. In fact, I only track what I eat when I'm out of town and traveling, because then I'm not eating my regular things. The things that I eat all the time, I have an awareness of how they make me feel. I have an awareness of the effect they have on my body. All I'm saying is track everything you eat for a couple weeks to develop an awareness of what you are eating and how what you are eating is having an effect on the end result. Notice how changing your habits after those 2 weeks will change the amount of energy you have, will help you sleep better at night, makes it easier for you to run after your kids. But in the beginning, the important part is just creating awareness. That's all it is. It's having an awareness of, when I eat this, this is what it does. When I eat that, that is what it does. And until you know those things, it doesn't make any sense to try to get into a diet or try to get into all these other things. Just understand what you're eating. Write it all down. And then we can have a conversation about it and discuss what the plan looks like specific for you with the foods that you like. If you like these flavors, we can come up with a healthy way to eat things that you like for you, not for everybody else. That's why all these programs online don't work, because they're not specific to you. You're not going to maintain that for the rest of your life if it's not stuff that you like. It's as simple as that. We are patterns. I patterned myself to be 300 pounds. I didn't do a get slim quick thing. I didn't do a surgery. There was no Ozempic when I lost the weight. I had to get better the same way I got sick. But the thing is, that made it sustainable. And I want nutrition for you to be simple as sustainable, so that you don't need a nutritionist to follow you around your whole life. You don't need to track food your entire life. You develop an awareness of the things you're eating, how they affect you, and then you just have that understanding. Let's go, let's grow.